Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are heading to the most isolated, spiritually powerful and challenging temples in the Panch Kedar circuit. Known for its untouched natural beauty and tough trekking routes, this trek is not just a physical climb. It challenges your belief, patience, determination and inner strength at every step. Join me as we explore the fourth holy shrine of the legendary Panch Kedar circuit. Rudranath temple is located in the Chamoli district of Uttarakhand. To begin your journey, you'll first need to reach Rishikesh either via Delhi or Dehradun. The fastest option is to take a direct flight to Dehradun and then travel by bus to Rishikesh, which takes around 1 hour. For a more budget-friendly option, you can travel to Delhi by train or flight and then continue to Rishikesh by train or bus. From Rishikesh, you need to reach Sagar village, which serves as the starting point of the Rudranath trek, and you have 3 options to get there. The first option is to take a bus from Rishikesh to Gopeshwar, and then take a shared taxi to Sagar village. The second option is to take a shared taxi from Rishikesh to Gopeshwar, and then take another shared taxi to Sagar village. Third option is to rent a bike or a car from Rishikesh, and you'll find plenty of rental shops near the Rishikesh bus stand. I started my journey from Chennai and traveled to Delhi by train. After reaching Delhi, I headed to the ISBT Kashmir Gate bus terminal, which is easily accessible by metro and takes around 45 minutes to reach. From there, I boarded a bus to Rishikesh. The journey took around 7 hours and cost about 440 rupees. Once I reached Rishikesh, I rented a 2-wheeler to continue my journey, making it easier and more convenient to travel. There are plenty of accommodation options available in Sagar village, including hotels, homestays and dormitory. I stayed at a dormitory located just opposite the starting point of the Rudranath trek, which cost me 300 rupees per night, and private rooms are also available here. I would recommend this place for solo travelers and groups of friends looking for a budget-friendly stay. Rudranath temple usually opens every year in late April or early May and remains open for a period of 5 to 6 months before closing for the winter season. This year, the temple opened on the 18th of May and is scheduled to close on the 17th of October. The best time to visit is from May to June, and again from mid-September to mid-October. During these months, the weather is pleasant, trekking conditions are ideal, the skies are clear, and the mountain views are at their best. It is advisable to avoid visiting during the monsoon months of July and August, as the trails become muddy and slippery and the risk of landslides increases significantly. Starting the Rudranath trek early in the morning is highly recommended, as it allows trekkers to cover a significant portion of the trail before it gets dark. I started my trek at 4:30 am, and at the starting point, local villagers collected an entry fee of 50 rupees per person. After completing this simple formality, the trek officially begins. After trekking for approximately 2 kilometers, you will reach the Forest Department checkpoint, which serves as the official registration point for the Rudranath trek. Since the trail passes through the Kedarnath Wildlife Sanctuary, registration is mandatory and the fee is 200 rupees per person. After completing the registration process, we continued our trek. After 2 hours of trek and covering a distance of 4 kilometers from base, you'll reach Pungbugyal. This is the first major stop on the Rudranath trek, where basic food and accommodation facilities are available. With its beautiful landscapes and panoramic mountain views, Pungbugyal is the perfect place to relax and enjoy the peaceful surroundings. After spending some time here, I continued my trek. The trail remains relatively flat until Pungbugyal, but beyond that, the trail becomes significantly steeper. The climb turns into a continuous uphill ascent with rough and uneven paths. After a demanding 3-kilometer climb, we finally reached Maulikar, the second major stop on the Rudranath trek. It is a small resting point with a few small shops where trekkers can rest, eat, or even stay overnight if needed. After refilling our water bottles and taking a short break, we continued our trek. Another 1.5 kilometer steep climb from Maulikark, we reached Luti Bugyal, which is considered the midpoint of the Rudranath trek. This campsite is popular among trekkers because many people prefer staying here overnight before continuing the next morning. Around 10 to 20 small shops and camps operate here, providing food and accommodation facilities. By now, it was 11:30 a.m. and we stopped here for lunch. After taking a 40-minute break, we resumed our trek. After leaving Liuti Bugyal, the difficulty level increases considerably. The trail becomes steeper. At the same time, the scenery becomes absolutely breathtaking. After 2 hours of climb from Luti Bugyal, we reached one of the most beautiful locations on the entire route, Panar Bugyal. Surrounded by towering mountains and covered in lush green grass, Panar Bugyal is truly mesmerizing. Cool mountain winds, drifting clouds, and endless Himalayan views make this place unforgettable.
पांचों केदार में सबसे हार्डेस्ट है और यहाँ आपको मतलब फिट तो रहना ही रहना है, आपको मतलब मेंटली भी बहुत फिट रहना है। बाकी हर हर महादेव चल रहे हैं हम अपना, थोड़ा सा और हमारा 8 किलोमीटर का रह गया, थोड़ा नहीं है, 8 किलोमीटर है, बहुत है।
After enjoying the stunning views of Panar Bugyal and spending some time there, we continued our trek.
हर हर महादेव।
You can also hire a horse to reach the temple, and the cost is around 10,000 rupees for both ways, but it may vary depending on the season. Along the way, we were unexpectedly greeted by a hailstone. The sudden change in weather made the trek more exciting and adventurous, which you can see in the video. After a demanding climb through the harsh weather, we finally reached Pitradar, the highest point of the Rudranath trek, standing at an altitude of around 3,800 meters. Pitrudar also holds great spiritual significance. Devotees believe this place is connected to their ancestors, and many pilgrims build small stone structures here as offerings for the peace and salvation of their forefathers. The distance from Pitrudar to Rudranath temple is roughly 5 kilometers. From here, the trail begins to descend, and the first glimpses of Rudranath temple appeared in the distance. About 1 kilometer before reaching the temple, the stone steps appear, and you need to climb around 150 steps to reach the temple. After hours of challenging climbs, breathtaking landscapes, and spiritual moments, the journey finally ends at one of the most peaceful and divine temples in the Himalayas. Now the time is 7 p.m. and the evening aarti has just started. The sound of the temple bells, the sacred chants, and the peaceful Himalayan surroundings made this a truly unforgettable experience. After witnessing the beautiful evening aarti, we stepped inside the temple and had darshan of Lord Shiva. After the darshan, we stayed there overnight, with accommodation costing 500 rupees per person. Overall, Rudranath is the toughest trek among the Panch Kedar. The total trekking distance is around 20 kilometers, and it took us around 13 hours to ascend and 8 hours to descend. If you have any question about Rudranath adventure, drop them in comments below. See you in the next video.